Oh, there we go. Got some volume. Right, I think we are now live. I've got lots out today, so let's see where we go with this. Oh, how is everybody anyway? So it's been a long time since we've had a live, but we're live today because I will be over on Hobbymaker with Pink Frog with 2 of the card sizes on Saturday. Okay, so I'm doing the 10.5 by 30 card blanks. Oops, everything's moving. They will be on the first show at 3 p.m. and then the second show at 7 p.m. is going to be the 13 by 36, which is roughly your 5.5 inch square. So let's see who is with us. Let's just drag this down. I'll just wait for a few more of you to come in. I know it's been a little while since you've seen us all live, but we're live. We're here. So let's see if we get any thumbs up. Give me thumbs up and if you can hear me. I'm not getting all the names coming up. Let's turn that volume down. There we go. Right. I can't see there. Let me see if I can see comments here. No, it's taking its time today. But that's absolutely fine. That is not a problem at all. Oh, Susan's in the house. Hi, Susan. Hope you enjoyed your retreat weekend. Haven't worn you out too much. So I had a weekend retreat at the weekend making a craft project. So not an album, not a folio, not cards. It was a craft project. No scrapbooking. So something a little bit different to try. So we had that going on. So lots of happy crafters. They all got theirs finished. They just had to add all their lovely rub-ons and embellishments that we used with the collection from Arden. So we just had that to use. So let's see. I think we're going to have to get started. Oh, I've got a few comments coming in. Right, Andrew's in the house. Yes. 13 by 26, not 36, 26. I've got a horrible cold, so do forgive me, but we'll keep going. We'll keep going. So let me share through with you a few of the things that have been going on. Apologies. So you may have received your email from Pink Frog this morning. If you haven't, please sign up to the Pink Frog emailing list or newsletter list and you'll get a newsletter. There's always great offers on there, and also you will get upcoming dates of things that are happening and dates things are running out of offer. But what we've got on at the moment, if you've received your email this morning, are the card and envelope packs. Now these are pre-scored card in half. Now there are 29 sizes. I counted them up. I could not believe it. I clicked the link and I thought, oh, and there's even more, and there's different combinations, and there's obviously your super smooth, there's your black there's your craft there. So please do check it out. So at the moment, they are on a buy one, get one free. So we've got those on the pre-scored card and envelope packs. So don't forget to check those out. Now, another thing we've got on at Pink Frog is, mine's partly used, as you can see. And these are your 12mm by 25mm by 2mm foam pads. In fact, I've got my little pot, should be in my craft bag just here. Why is it I can never get it when I need it? Here we go. So I'm never without them. They are in here. So these are the smaller version. So these look like that. So you've got your 12mm by 25mm by 2mm. So they're your easy finger lift foam pads on a roll. And at the moment, you're going to get 2 rolls. That's 2,000 of these for $16.20. So don't forget to stock up on that. You're going to need that with all your Christmas card making that you're going to be doing. So we've got those. We've got the Super Smooth 300 GSM A4, and that comes in a box. So it's approximately about 185 sheets, and that's coming in at £18. And I'm sure Kimberly will tell me roughly a sheet price, but again, another great offer, so stock up on that. I've picked out mine here. Let me just grab these from behind me. I've got so many things out to show you. Gems. So I'm picking out just some that I have got here. So these are your Pink Frog self-adhesive gems. Okay, so we've got pearls, we've got gems, we've got colours, we've got all different sizes. All of these are on a buy one, get one free. So again, if you're doing your batch making cards for Christmas, for charity stalls, for craft fairs, you know, great way to stock up while you can. So these are just a few that I've got. Okay, so they're all from Pink Frog. So they're on a buy one, get one free as well. So let me bring you down to the desk. Also, Kimberly has just pointed out to me, this is why I need them back at Pink Frog HQ to keep me on track, particularly at the moment, is the prizes that I'm giving you, apologies, are with the subscriber to the newsletter discount code. So every month, if you subscribe to the Pink Frog newsletter, each month you'll be sent a special discount code, which will give you even more discount. So the prices I'm giving you here today are the prices when you apply it with your discount code. Now, if you've subscribed and you've lost your discount code or any problems at all, feel free to email Pink Frog HQ or give the guys a call at the office, and they'll be happy to help you out. Okay, so no question is a daft question. All right, so I think I'm going to bring the camera down because I'm going to share with you just some things that are going to be coming up on the Hobbymaker show this Saturday. I'll be there 3 p.m. with the 10.5 by 30 unscored card, and then I'm back again at 7 p.m. with the 13 by 26 unscored card. So let me get my arm in ready. Let's bring the camera down and I can share some things with you. So let's just twizzle this about. See if we've got a nice view of the desk without turning my phone off. Ooh, there we go. There we go. Let's see how far down we're going to have to go. All right. I'm trying to think what side my camera is. It looks like it's a little bit cloudy. I'm just going to give it a wipe. There we go. I think that is okay. I can't come down anymore. Let me see if I can just adjust this for you, because you want to see what's going on, don't you? And I've got some exciting things to share with you that are going to be on the shows on Hobbymaker. So please don't forget to tune in and join me on Saturday. And if you can't join me Saturday, you could always email into the studio, because I'd love to see your makes with your Pink Frog card. I'd love to see that as well. So, yes, please do just come in. So, right, so we're going to look at the card blanks. But before we start, I want to share with you a couple of items that we're going to have on at silly prices. Okay, so this is it. I'm not going to reel out loads of prices for these. All I'm going to say is please do tune in to the show, okay, because I think the prices are going to be dropping quite drastically. let me get my knife so I can just undo this. Now you will see this here, A4 premium glitter card. Now in here you're going to get 24 sheets. You're going to get 6 colours. I'm going to give you a little share of the 6 colours, and you're going to get 4 sheets of each, and this is 300 GSM, and this is acid free. So let me just undo this, because then we can have a proper look. Let me get this side. I'm just going in with the craft knife. I didn't want to. Don't need any accidents while we're live. So I'm going to turn it to the side. Oh my, wow. What do you think of that? That's nice and bright. So that's definitely a good gold, but that is 300. It's got a smooth back on it. Okay, so no problem at all. So we've got gold. We've got silver as well. Okay. So let's see. Oh, black. Now look, doesn't that look opulent? That would look brilliant for mail cards as well. Or even if you're Christmas cards making for, you know, for men that are on their own or anything like that. But this could be used all year round. I think this would be used. This would be absolutely fabulous. And then we've got white. Now I'm thinking, yes, we've got white, but I bet that would take some colour. I bet you could colour that. I might have to have a try at that, because I think we could colour that with our ink pads, and you could probably even stamp on that. So I'm going to have a play with that. We've got rose gold glitter as well. Now this is on for a ridiculous price. That's all I'm going to tell you. Now I think, oh, now would you call that copper and that rose gold? Or would you call that rose gold and that champagne? Now there's a question. There is a question. Does it say on the front? No, it doesn't. So you can call it whatever you like. I think I would call that rose gold and I'd call that champagne. What do you think? Let me know what you think. Put it down in the comments there, because I'd love to know what you think. So we've got 1. We've got 2. Let's do the next one. We've got 3. We've got that lovely black as well. We've got the silver. And we've got the gold. So that all comes with you in a pad. So it's all sealed at the top. So you're never going to have to worry about losing bits or pulling pieces out. Because what you do is just fold it back, and then you can tear it out as you need it. Okay, so no problem at all there. So that's one of the items that is going to be on at silly prices. So do check it out. Okay, now something else that is coming up, and I'm just checking if these are both the same. They do look both the same. So I'm going to share with you some more gorgeous while we're here. Oh, yes, they are the same colour. I was just checking then. So, yes, Susan, I've got a cold. I've got a bit of a cold. I think it was all the talking at the retreat. Because you know what it's like. And we were in the nice big ballroom as well. So I'm going to get this all out of this packaging. So this is 10 sheets. Now look at that. So this is 10 sheets, all the same colour. But it's like a gunmetal. It's just something just a little bit different. I don't know what you're thinking. Are we liking this? I think this is fabulous. I think this would be really good to use all year round as well. And I'm just trying to look to see. It's 240 GSM. I'm trying to work out if it's acid free. It says something acid, but it's in a foreign wording. So I'll have to look that one up, and then I'll be able to tell you all on Saturday. Look, it's that mirrored. You can even see my phone in the holder and my lights in the studio, so you can see how mirrored it is. It is absolutely amazing. But 240 GSM, got a nice smooth backing on there. I think this will die cut an absolute dream. Perfect for your mats and layers as well. But if I just bring in some of the other Pink Frog colours of mirror card, just that, what I've got to hand, just to give you an idea of how the colour changes. Where have we got? Have we got a rose gold? Got rose gold there. There we go. So can you see it is a real gunmetal colour? Okay, so it is just absolutely beautiful. You know, this would look fabulous to matte and layer scenes where you're going to put your black silhouettes and things like that on, because it's just a little bit different. It's not as bright as the normal mirror. Having that gunmetal, it just gives it a totally different look. I'm hoping I'm doing it justice here in the studio, so or my craft room. So that shows you that. So that's another super duper deal we're going to have as well. So I'm just going to pop that to one side. Another deal we are having on our finger lift tape. We all love our finger lift tape. Now, if you haven't tried the Pink Frog finger lift tape, please do. You can see it's easy finger lift tape. Let me bring a piece of craft card in here. So this is the 6mm. So if I pop that onto there, give that a little burnish down. Where's my tool? So this is 6mm. So you've got the easy finger lift side to this. So can you see when you take it off, if I fold back half there, can you see you've got your tape there, but you've got a space each side, and that's why it's called easy finger lift. There is going to be a ridiculous offer on this on the show, so do keep an eye out for it. That is the 6mm, and then I'm going to bring in here the 12mm as well, just so you can see. Nice thing as well is easy to tear off. It's not like you've got to get your scissors like with the red line tape. Okay, I always like to burnish down because I think it's easier to come off. So you've got that easy finger lift off the side. There we go. So you've got your 6mm and you've got your 12mm. Okay, so that's the easy finger lift tape. All right, so that is that one. So let me pop that just to one side there. So we've got the card sizes. Let's bring those in. And I wanted to share with you this one. Now, we're bringing in the card size of 10.5 by 30 in the 3 p.m. show. Okay, so do check that out. It's going to come in all its gorgeous colours. So many colours, it's just unbelievable. I did have all my little bits cut out with the colour swatches on, and I've seemed to have, I think I put them in my box ready to go to the studio. But I wanted to share this one with you. Now, these are going to be, all I'm going to say is fabulous price. Check them out when they go live because they're going to be a brilliant price. So, but this one is your textured leather. Okay. So you've got your textured leather here as well. All right. Right, so we've got the textured leather. I want to just run over an ink pad just so you can see that textured leather come up. Now I'm going to go quite heavy. Can you see that leather effect coming up? And then let me get one of my blending brushes. I think we've still got blending brushes on the website, haven't we, Kimberly? Let me get my blue one. Okay. And we'll just give this a go with the blue as well, just to give a lighter look. So you can give a softer look. But this is the textured leather. So again, this is going to be on an amazing price, I've heard. Okay, so you see, you need to check it out, but you can see all that coming through. But can you see the difference by doing it with the blending brushes that you can get from Pink Frog, or going straight in with your cardstock? You're going to get a different feel every time. It's textured on one side and it's smooth on the other side as well. So we've got the textured leather coming up. All right. So let me pop that to one side. So that is in the 10.5 by 30. Let me just wipe my fingers. Now I've just got nice and messy. I was going to do a bit more messy, but I think we have time. So let me wipe that off there. Okay. So while we're talking about other things we're going to have on the show, if you do like to craft along with us, I am going to be having on the stamp sets that are Foliage and More, Textures 3, and Butterfly Wishes. So if you haven't already got your hands on these, it's a great time to get your hands on them, because these are the stamp sets I'm going to be using over the 2 shows at 3 p.m. and also 7 p.m. Okay, so they're the 2 or the 3 stamp sets I'm going to be using. All right, so just to let you know of that one. Now, the other thing I wanted to point out was, now you may remember, let's start off with this bit. You may remember when we did the card folds with the 10.5 by 30. Okay, and don't forget that, do check out the Pink Frog YouTube channel. Okay, it's coming up to its 1st anniversary, so if you haven't been on it, please do check it out. Now, you may remember we did a little memory book, and that is all part of the folds you're going to get with your 10.5 by 30s. Okay, and in here you get the option, you can make a little memory book. And if you go back to the YouTube channel, Kimberly will leave you a link, you'll see how you can make the little book that looks like this one. So let me take this out of the way a minute. So it's a little book that looks like that. It's got 5 pages in it, and these have actually got, if I've got it the right way around, no, I've got it upside down, these have got little pockets in there as well. So this is made from your card blanks very easily. Now, I've made this one with the watercolour cards because I thought we could do this as a little bit of like a junk journal type thing, or journaling book. So I've done this one all with the watercolour card from Pink Frog. The nice thing is, it's a nice little mini book, folds nice and flat, so you can look at your pages. Yes, it's quite bulky on the spine, but again, if you twist it to one side, you could post that flat to somebody as well. So I thought I'd just do a little bit of playing on here while we're on air. So I've got one of my pages. Let's pop those to one side. So this is your watercolour card. Okay, so we've got one of these available on here, and I'm going to get all my little mix of everything that I'm going to need. I'm going to bring, let's have that, and I'm going to bring some colours in. Well, what colour shall we do this one? Let's have a bit of Salvage Patina. We'll have a little bit of the Peacock Feathers, and I've got a bit of Uncharted Mariner. We'll go Blue Root. Okay, now you can get as messy as you like when you're doing things like art journaling, okay, but you don't have to. This is the nice thing about it. So I'm going to take just some of my ink, and I'm going to put it just on an acrylic block. Okay, so I've just popped some there on an acrylic block, and then I'm just going to go around the edge with a little bit of the peacock feathers. So it doesn't have to be messy all over your desk. You can keep it quite contained. So let's make sure my spritzer works. I'm just going to give it a very light spritz, not too much. And then I've got hold of my block, and I'm just going to go straight in on top of the watercolour card. So this is going to give me a nice background. So we're going to wipe our block now, because we're going to go in with another colour. And this is what art journaling is all about. It's about building up your colours as you go. So let's go on this time with a little bit of Uncharted Mariner. And we'll have a little bit more of the Salvage Patina. But this is where you can just use your card blanks in lots of different ways. It doesn't have to necessarily be cards. And you know with Pink Frog, they're going to be acid lignin free. If you're using the True card, I'm just going to turn this one round. If you're using the True card, it's acid lignin free. Our watercolour card is also acid lignin free. Let's put a little bit more water on there. Okay, so just building up that lovely background. It doesn't have to all be filled in. This is another thing. Don't think when you're doing this, it's got to all be filled in. You could go on with a bit more water, because you know Pink Frog watercolour card will take it. That's the nice thing. You can build this up as you go along. So I'm going to do a little bit more of this when I'm down at the studio. Let's just give this a little whiz with the dryer. So being watercolour card, you know you can put a lot on it. Okay. I'm just taking the worst off there. And then I'm going to show you some that I've already done. So I can move that one out the way. So I'm going to build up on that. So what you do is you start off with something like that. Let me bring some in that I've already done. So using those stamp sets, it means that you can build up your backgrounds. We've got some of the butterfly here with watercolour down. We've got some of these texture stamps. Once that dry, you build up the next layer. So on this one, I've got some of the foliage and more with some of the coffee stained elements that we've got. Now another thing I've brought in here, you may see, is a stencil. Now I've made this stencil with our stencil film. And yes, we're going to have our stencil film on the show as well. So it means that you can, these are just die cut, okay, from some dies that I already had. So this is the stencil film, and this is just die cut out of dies I had. If you've got one of your big machines, I know Claire makes her own stencils and die cuts them, or cuts them out on her Cricut machine. So you can make your own stencils. So we can start stenciling through it. We can start using our Masket through it as well. So we can start building up to make some fabulous backgrounds, bringing in the stamps that we've already got. So I'm going to leave that to dry. So carry on and watch me on Saturday at 3 p.m. on Hobbymaker, because we're going to finish that page off. I'm going to pop that to one side while I just bring in some more of the colours that we are going to be having on the show. Now, I've probably not got all of the colours here, but I've got a good amount. And you know what? I've got them in my storage. So we've got that lovely pink. We've got the true black. Okay, we've got that lovely ivory. True ivory is absolutely beautiful. Let me move those out of the way a minute. We've got green. We have red. Now these are both perfect for Christmas. So don't forget to check those out. We've got True Blue as well. So if you haven't made your storage for your card blanks, it's hard for me to show because the camera's so low down. Do check out the other YouTube video that we had. We've got our linen, bright white linen as well. And don't forget with your bright white linen, I've got my boards here somewhere. So don't forget with your bright white linen, you can stamp onto your bright white linen with an array of different inks. I've tried it out. You can colour your cardstock, your bright white linen cardstock as well, just by running your ink pads over it. Or you can absolutely saturate it if you want a solid colour. It just looks absolutely amazing and will take it. So that's your bright white linen. And some people forget to use that. We've got the craft. Now the craft is 350 GSM. So we've got the craft card as well. And there's some more colours I'm going to share with you on the next card size that we are going to do. I don't want to confuse anybody. We've got super smooth as well. What other colours have I got? Let me check my list. We are going to have the dark grey and the light pink and the light brown. I think that's all of them. And obviously our super smooth, because you definitely need your super smooth in your life. So we've got those going on as well. So let me share some of the finished cards that you can make with this. Now, if you think, okay, am I going to get my crib sheet? Now, what happens now is you don't get a score sheet in with your card blanks now. If you go over to the Pink Frog YouTube channel, there is a list there that says card folds. And if you go on there, there is a video, either me or Claire, sharing with you the different card folds that you can make with your card size that you've got. So you'll see them all over on there in one place. So you never have to worry about losing them. So let me share some of them with you. We've got the little pocket card. Where's my... Let me bring in something I can pop down here. So this one has got a little pocket, which is perfect for a gift card. So this is out of the True Red. We've got a double pocket, because you could do a double pocket as well. That's out the True Blue. You've got your frame card. Now, in with the 10.5 by 30s, you get the instructions to make this little frame to go on your card front. So if you love doing 3D elements, or love your decoupage, or different paper companies that you use, and you want to put things inside here, you can quite easily do that. And this could be that way round, or it could be that way round. The choice is yours. But just by decorating the inside as well, you've got a fabulous statement card. We've got our lovely pop-out card. See that lovely pop-out card that just always stands out. Just beautiful. We've got the inverted stepper as well. Lovely purples going on here. This is on the super smooth. So just shows how that ink can take that inverted stepper. We have the half fold. So your half fold can be landscape, or it can be portrait. Now all of these will fit in a C6 envelope as well. So no problems at all. These will fit in your C6 envelope. Okay, so you can pop them in there. So they're not too large for posting as well. So there's another half fold one there. It's all lovely 3D. Look, if I do a sneak like that, you can see the foam pads under there as well. Don't tell anybody. We've got a nice little trifold as well. So these make little super cute cards for you to use. We've got a gatefold. See, this is using those texture stamps. This would be great for a teenager's birthday, wouldn't it? Or a male birthday, because you've got those lovely, it just looks a bit more masculine. We've got another trifold here. This one opens up this way. You've got a trifold. We have an easel as well. So you've got your easel card. We've got the side gate fold with those lovely poppies. Remembrance Day is coming up soon. So you've got your side gate fold. And then you've got your Z fold. And then also you've got your memory book on those folds as well. So don't forget to check out the Pink Frog YouTube channel. Go to the playlist that says card folds. And you will see all the different card folds there that you can do with your 10.5 by 30. So let me just pop these back in here. So I must do a big shout out to the Pink Frog design team, because it's always good to see finished samples. Excuse me. Let me just have a sip of water there. So let's bring in now some of the colours on the 15 by 30. You're right, Karen, it is. We do forget folds, and you haven't got to struggle with, oh, what were the measurements of that fold? Because they're all there for you. We're doing it with you. So particularly if you're more a visual learner, it's absolutely fabulous. So let me bring in this array of fabulous colours. So we've got, at the bottom here, let's start there. So we've got that lovely, the bright white linen. We've got the craft cards. So we're now looking at, the other side. Sorry to confuse you all. I've now swapped to the other side of the 13 by 26. We've got watercolour. So can you see the watercolour isn't quite as bright as the bright white linen, but it doesn't matter because you're going to cover it with lots of bits of niceness. And then we've got the dark grey. And then if I bring in the light grey next, you'll see the difference. So we've got the light grey. We slide these over. Okay. And then we've got that light pink. So these are some of the quite new ones we've had, which I know a lot of you love, this neutral tone. And then we've got the light brown. So you've got all those beautiful colours of cards that you can choose to use. That's the nice thing about it. But let's go in with some of the favourites. We've got our bright blue. We have the green, that nice, what I call a proper Christmas green. Now, these are colour through to the core. Okay, so if you're doing sort of ripping techniques or anything, they're colour right through to the core. We've got red, that lovely deep Christmas red. We have light blue. So you've got your light blue there that will go with a lot of these other colours. And then we've also got dark blue. So they all complement in different ways. It's quite amazing, actually. And then we've got the true pink. And then we have true brown. But you see, you start putting the colour combinations together, they do come up so nicely. They just all work. These colours are amazing. And then we've got the lovely ivory. So if I bring that up next to the bright white and the watercolour, you'll see the difference. We've also got our all-time favourite, Super Smooth, as well, which I've got in my other bag already packed for the studio. So we've got Super Smooth, and you're also going to have, let me bring up, this one's a different size, but we're also doing, let me just check my list before I go and say, well, yes, we are doing, and we're not. Let me check. Yes, we're doing the white textured leather as well. So I've just shared that with you. I just ran that pad over that. So you've got that nice white textured leather as well in that same size. So these colours, this is all the 13 by 26, which when you score in half is a typical 5 by 5 roughly. Okay, so we've got those. So let me pop these to one side and just share some finished cards with you from the design team. And then I'm going to share with you a couple of little top tips for these. I just think it's quite nice to show some finished samples because it gives you some inspiration. So again, the card folds are over on the Pink Frog YouTube channel. So check the YouTube channel out. So this is the lovely craft, just with black ink on here and a matte black. I'm going to tell you something else about that in a minute as well. So look at that lovely pop-out card, but this time it's got the aperture cut out the middle. How lovely is that? That is absolutely brilliant with those butterfly stamps as well. So we've got the side. We've got a side stepper with this collection as well. So I'm going to share with you in a minute some of this lovely mirror that you can see. So we've got the side stepper, and again with those gorgeous butterflies on here. These look like Claire's. I think she's heat embossed over this mirror as well, which is amazing. So there we go. There's another lovely one. This is those lovely monotone colours with that light pink. You can see the embossing when you put this excuse me, through an embossing folder. It embosses an absolute dream. So just showing you that. So when we talk about folding in half, this is what you're looking at. So if I get my ruler. So if you're working in old money, as they say, it's just over 5 inches by just over 5 inches. So it's a nice size square, not too big. So I'm just thinking with Christmas coming up and that, you don't want to send too big a cards. Watercolour cards with those beautiful butterflies on there. And I'm going to show you a little cheats way that you can make that. So I'll leave that to one side because we'll share a bit of that. We've got here a lovely gatefold. Okay, going on there. And again, Claire's used a super smooth on here, and she's used stencils to go through the back. So don't forget to use your stencil film as well. We've got this is a lovely card. I think I'm not going to say simple because that's rude. I think it's very clean and precise. She's masked off. She's used her masket. This is Katie. She's masked off around the edge and just stamped on the middle. And then that lovely butterfly that she's coloured. Oh, look, there's two layers. She's coloured it and then heat embossed just with the super smooth on the black and white. I think that is so effective. That is gorgeous. We've got the side gatefold as well, but you have a side gatefold, but it doesn't mean you can't put a panel like this over at the top. And I don't know if that's Claire's or Katie's, but you can put your panel across as well. And being a square card, it's a nice size square card. You haven't got to put too much on it. We've got some of our lovely mirror going on here, that lovely rainbow. So this is a Z fold, but again, having that panel on the front. And this is the bright white linen card. Again, just stamped on. It stamps on so beautifully. You should try it out if you haven't already had a go. Please do. This is the black with the watercolour card here. And can you see just by having the silhouettes? And this is your twisted easel. So this is your twisted easel. Again, all these folds are on those videos on YouTube. So please check out the Pink Frog YouTube channel. And then here's another easel. This is your normal easel. If I try and turn it to the side, can you see it's your normal easel? This is from Katie. And this is the watercolour card here. So what she's done is she's heat embossed in the white and left that lovely resist. And then put the ink over the top. But doesn't it look absolutely fabulous? But great because it all folds flat for postage. Now, something else you also get with your card folds with the 13 by 26 is the lovely little pizza box. Now this is a brilliant idea if you're someone that makes jewellery or you've got little gifts to give, because it's a nice little size to pop little trinkets or gifts in there, but you can fold that over and that is all made from one piece of the cardstock. So absolutely brilliant that you can make that. So if you've got a stall and you make and sell, this is a really good way to have some beautiful packaging on your stall that's not going to be or cost lots of money because it's made from very few supplies. So that gives you a little bit of an idea of what the design team have done. So I wanted to share a little trick with you, a little top tip, because we like to share lots with you. Please don't forget to tune in. This will be my 7 o'clock show on Saturday over on Hobbymaker. So please don't forget to tune in and watch so you can see what I'm going to be up to. Okay. Now what I wanted to share, let me pop those to one side. I have piles and piles of paper and loveliness all around me. Amazing. Right, so talking about the 7 o'clock show, another thing we're going to be having on, I'm going to just double check because I don't want to be wrong. Oh, there's my list. I've got to get the wording right. I've got to get my wording right. Am I on the right side? Yes, I am on the right side. Yes, we've got some matte packs. Okay, so we've got some card matte packs that Mr. Pink Frog has put together. So in here, these will all be on the show so you can see. So we've got the True Black, we've got the Super Smooth, we've got the Craft, and we've got the watercolour as well. And I'm just checking myself. And then we're going to have a mixed Mirri pack. Am I right in thinking? Yes, I am. Am I right? Let me know, Kim, if I'm totally off the piste here. So with this, we've got that lovely opal holographic. We've got our golds. We've got our rainbow. And we've got the rose gold as well. So we've got those. You've got some lovely mattes going on there. I'm presuming this, I'm all okay with this. I've not been told off. So they are there. So, yes, I agree, Karen. I love that rainbow mirror. I love it. And it's perfect with the black ice technique. So we've got those going on. So these are for the 7 p.m. show. But we've also got the same thing on the 3 p.m. show with the 10.5 by 30s. Okay, so we've got this loveliness all going on here. And I was going to share with you a little top tip. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece of card. Where's all my colours? They're all, I've got piles everywhere now. I've got piles and piles of card. Let's have, let's go bright blue. Or blue as we call it. Let's go blue. Okay. And we're going to look at one of the inverted steppers. So this is the 10.5 by 30. Now the nice thing is, if you like stepper cards, but you've always been a bit wary of them because you have to get a craft knife and a ruler out and that type of thing, you haven't got to worry with this one because it fits in your trimmer. So that is a plus as far as I'm concerned because it fits in your trimmer. So let's do our inverted stepper. Now, my trimmer has inches up the side here, okay? Which is no good because the instructions are in centimetres, but I'm going to show you how you're going to get around that. So let me just wipe that clean. So I've got my ruler and I've got my pen. because anybody can do this. This is the nice thing about it. So I'm looking at my instructions, and I'm going to come in at 2 centimetres, and I'm cutting from 2 centimetres to 17. So basically on here, move the blade up there, I need 2 centimetres marking. So just line it up. So I need a 2 centimetre, where's my line? I need a 2 centimetre mark. Just doing a mark with my pen, it can be rubbed off. And I'm going to do a 17 centimetre mark. So I've just made a couple of approximate marks on my trimmer. Okay, because this size is brilliant for doing your inverted steppers, because you don't have to worry about a craft knife. So you're going to go in 2 centimetres. Okay, I think we've still got these trimmers, haven't we, Kim, on the website? So we're going in at 2 centimetres, and it says that you need to cut from 17, so I know that's my mark. So if I go there, down to 2, and my cut line is here, so I've got 1 cut, and then I need to do it again. So let's do 2 centimetres again. So I've moved my blade or my card over, so I'm going this side this time. So I'm going down 2 centimetres, and then all the way up there. So I've got my 2 pieces done. No craft knife, no ruler, nothing. Straight in my trimmer, which is absolutely fabulous. So I'm going to take a scoreboard now. And you're going to pop it in your scoreboard. Let me get my bone folder. Need my bone folder and my scoring tool. There we go. Got that. So now we're going to make some marks. So you're going to place it on the long side of your scoreboard, and you're going to score. Now, but this time we're going to score between the 2 lines. So we're doing 2 centimetres. So just follow your score tool down, and then just do 2 centimetres. And then you're going to do 4 centimetres. So I'm just following it down. Then I can dig in and find the channel and do 4 centimetres. And then I'm going to come all the way up to here and find 17. Find the channel and score. Now, what you're going to do is on the outside element, you're going to score from the outside 15, just to that cut line. But we need to do the same this side. I always like to just flip it over. It's a lot easier than trying to drag it down. So just flip that over and we've got our lines. Okay, so we've done all that bit. And then all you're going to do is pinch these in to do your valley and mountain folds. And that's as quick and easy as it is with this size card to do an inverted stepper. And I think that's the nice thing about it, because it fits in your trimmer, no problem at all. Now, how about we want to put a mat on that, but we don't want to muck about with strips of paper. So let's do a mat on here. So I'm going to bring in, let's have some of that rainbow cake. It was Karen, I think, that said she liked the rainbow. So let's have some of the rainbow. So I'm bringing in, I've got all my bits here. So I've got some of my rainbow mirror, which is the same size as my card. These are those mats that are going to go on here. But I need it smaller. So paper trimmer. So this is 15 centimetres. I'm going to trim it down to 14.5 centimetres. Sorry, long ways. So I'm going 14.5. You still see what I'm doing? Yeah. 14.5. I'm taking that little piece away that's got stuck in my channel. That's it. I'll just plug my phone back in. So I've cut that down. So I've got 14.5 centimetres by 10 centimetres. Okay, so now you're going to cut in to make your mat, and you're going to cut in at 1.5 centimetres. Okay, so my ladies that do scrapbooking will all be shouting at me, it's like gutting, Dawn. Yes, it is a little bit like gutting. So you're going to do 1.5 centimetres. Okay, down there. Going to turn again, and we're going to do 1.5 centimetres. So put my blade in the middle. And then I'm going to turn it again and do 1.5 centimetres. Okay, so we take that little piece out. So you've got your mat in the middle. You're going to now cut this down to 6 centimetres by 12.5 centimetres, because this is then going to act as the mat. So let's bring this all together. So we've got our inverted stepper. So your little mat you've cut will fit perfectly on there. In fact, let's glue it on. I know we're near time, but let me just share with you because I think it's nice for you to see. So I'm going on with my fine nozzle glue bottle and my EVA glue. I could have used my easy finger lift, couldn't I, as well? So let's pop this onto here. So let's just straighten that up before that just sets. So that piece is on there. Wipe that glue away. Okay, and then you've got your middle panel, which fits then perfectly in the middle of there as well. Okay, so that's going to go in the middle. Just wipe that little blob of glue away. So you've got now your mats and layers very easily on your inverted stepper. That's as quick and easy as that's to do with those mats that you'll be able to get on the show. So that is the 3 o'clock show. Okay, so don't forget to check that one out. So I'm going to whiz the camera round because I'm running out of battery juice. So let me just whiz this round so I can go over with you again the last few offers. So please don't forget to tune in and join. Let me move that out of the way. Join me on Saturday. So 3 p.m. is the 10.5 by 30 inches unscored card. So check out because there's going to be some good deals to be had. All right, and then at 7 p.m. is the 13 by 26 centimetre card blanks. And again, I think there's going to be a few deals on there too. So please don't forget to tune in. If you haven't already subscribed to the Pink Frog newsletter, please do. Because with that, you'll be given special discount codes, which will enable you to have a buy one, get one free on the scored card and envelope packs. And there's 29 different sort of size colour combinations. So check out the Pink Frog website for that. You've got your 12mm by 25mm by 2mm foam pads. And you're going to get 2,000 on a roll. With the discount applied, if you're in the newsletter, to £16.20. Your super smooth, that is 300 GSM A4. You're going to get a box which will take approximately about 185 sheets. That's coming in at £18. And then don't forget those gems. They're behind me. I shared with you right at the beginning. If you missed the beginning, don't forget to go back and re-watch over on the Pink Frog YouTube. But the gems are buy one, get one free on the Pink Frog website as well. All your score folds for your card blanks are on the Pink Frog YouTube channel. There's a playlist that says card folds, so you can just go down and find the card fold that you want to do or the card size you want to do, and then it'd be myself or Claire will be there doing the folds, so you can go along with us and you can do your folds. If there's a particular fold you want to do, it will be there. If your crafty mojo goes walkabout, grab some card and do some scoring with us, do some folding with us, because it would be fabulous. I will look forward to seeing you on Saturday over on Hobbymaker. So I do hope you can tune in. And if you've made any cards with either the 10.5 by 30 or the 13 by 26, please email in and show us your makes, because I'd love to see what you've been making. And I think I'm right in thinking that Claire is back with you next Wednesday at 1 p.m. for another Facebook Live. So I'm Dawn from Pink Frog, and I'll say bye-bye for now. See you soon.